Communications has come out as a result of that, to try to find better ways of communicating the complexity of climate science to the public and not oversimplify it. And I don't know how effective that's been, but they have done workshops for both the journalists who write as well as the journalists who report on the airwaves. And I don't know that they've measured and evaluated the effects of that yet, but they have undertaken those tasks. So I know when they came to Minnesota, I participated in one of those. So I know they're out there doing that kind of work. But yeah, I would simply agree with you that is a stumbling block that we have to be very aware of, that when we're engaging the public about some of these things, that more often than not, there is no simple explanation. And it's actually a disservice if we offer an explanation that's based on one thing. Because we're taken as an authority, and that's really not the answer. You know, that's more often than not speculation. So, yeah. I see you're pacing a little bit, so there are other things to go to, is that right?
Yep, there are other events.
Yeah, so I don't want to go, I can stick around and informally visit, but I think for people that maybe wanted to participate in other aspects of the program, I'll close up and say thank you very much for coming, and hope you enjoy the rest of the program.
Would you like to share with the public, I'm filming for Public Access TV in Little Falls, could you give some information as to a phone number or an email address where people can call or ask with questions? And do you have any knowledge of any studies that have been done that talk about the results weather-wise with over-militarization, bombing, and what the military is doing in relation to weather changes with all the bad chemicals that are put into the atmosphere with every kind of bombing we've ever done? Has there been any study to do with that related to weather?
Okay, on the latter one, to the best of my knowledge, I'm unfamiliar with any work. So my answer is I don't know because I'm ignorant about it. I'm unfamiliar with it. On the first one, we have a Facebook page at climate.umm.edu. And so any people that want to communicate with us, be it a Q&A or sharing some data or asking for our opinion about something, they can use our Facebook page at climate.umm.edu.
And is that also where a person would volunteer to be a volunteer for?
We can also put them in touch with the various networks if they want to join one of the various volunteer networks. That's right.
And for the senior community that doesn't have access to computer,
then,
is there a way?
For the senior community that doesn't want to use the internet, you can simply dial 651-296-4214, and that person will be able to guide you if you want to find a place to plug in as a volunteer.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
Dr. Seeley.
Okay. Hi, how are you? Good, good.